And regarding what you were saying earlier about what kind of primates we were talking about,
Yeah.
at what point do you think a species of primates should be considered as human, and what's the difference between our humanity and their animality?
That is an excellent question. In fact, that's something that I discuss in class very often in my science fiction courses, is that where do you draw the line? What does it mean to be human? That's one of the biggest questions that science fiction asks. We tend to project our humanity, or our definitions of humanity, on others. So we say that you have to have a certain kind of language for it to be considered language. And you have to have a certain kind of tool using for it to be true tool using. And we're starting to change that attitude. I think that what you'll need to do at some point is to start thinking not in terms of humanity, but something else. Because if, for example, you had an animal species that produced a civilization that was nothing like our own, that had a language that was nothing like our own, they may not be human, but that would make them less civilized. They might be able to build cities with a completely different way of doing things. We don't know. So when we start to say things like, at what point do they become more human? You think, well, that just means they become more like us, but that doesn't mean that they become civilized, or that they become intelligent, they become tool-using and technological. They might be doing things completely differently from us and still be technological, civilized, etc., etc. So we don't know. We don't know how animals think. And if they, for example, I saw this fascinating documentary on octopuses, octopi. And they have intelligence, but their brain is scattered all over their body. They don't have it in one place in their heads. So do they think differently? Like if they have part of their neurological structure in every single tentacle, so that their tentacle can kind of think it through a problem. It's intelligence, but it's nothing like ours, where everything's all in the brain. So it's just a fascinating question.